Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I am Erin. My channel is Energy with Erin, and I am a energy healer and psychic, and in today's video we are going to be going over the energetic reading for the month of June. Here we go, you guys. Are you ready? We have a lot to go over. So just for a big quick overview for the month of June and the next coming months of summer, because we will be officially going into summer halfway through the month. June is going to be a very easy, quiet month. It's going to start ramping up towards the end. And then July, there's going to be some really big explosive stuff happening, especially around the beginning and middle end of the month. And then August is going to be all about kind of dealing with the aftermath of that. And then in the fall, we're going to be dealing with eclipses and stuff. So let's go over June. Okay, so let's see. I already talked about that. Okay, so June, we are in Gemini season. Happy birthday to all my Geminis. My mom is a Gemini, so you guys are great. I love you guys. So Gemini season started May 21st and it's going to June 20th. And then on June 21st, it's going to be going into Cancer season until July 22nd, okay? And I will just say before we dive into some astrology points in the month, I will say that from the 3rd to the 12th, I will be posting this on the 5th. I'm really sorry it's a little late, you guys. It's been a crazy week. But from the 3rd to the 12th, it's very, very easy energy. If you guys have stuff you need to do and get it done before next Friday, right? Next Friday. And then from the 15th to the 25th, 26th, things are going to start getting rocky. We're going to be starting to enter the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And then from the 26th to the 30th is kind of when stuff's going to start culminating and going down and prepping for the beginning of July, okay? So on the 1st, we had Mercury move into the sign of Cancer. It was in Gemini. So now that Mercury is in Cancer, our communications and our information and all that sort of thing is going to be more focused on home, family, and resting. Like, it's going to be kind of like the vibe, like you need to check in with your family before you go out and do your own thing. On the 12th, coming up, oh god, so that's next Friday, Uranus is going to be squaring the north and south nodes. So a square is when the energy is like it's fighting each other, and the north and south nodes, so your south node is where you were, like the things that you accomplished in your past life. It's things that you are very comfortable with. Your north node is where you need to move into in this life, like the thing that you need to conquer and do in this life. So you're going to be at a crossroads. You're going to be in the fork in the road. It's like, am I going to continue on what I know and do the old thing that I've already like accomplished, or am I going to be brave and take that other direction and go towards the north node and more like what you're here to do in this lifetime? Okay, so that's next Friday. Next Saturday on the 13th, Venus is moving into Leo. So Venus was in, I'm going to assume it was Cancer because usually it's a sign before. So Venus in Leo, it's very much a fun, bubbly, energetic time. You're going to want to spend more time with children or acting like a child. And just a lot of fun stuff is going to be happening. So it's a good transit, you guys, especially for the summertime. Let's see. And then on Sunday the 14th, we have a new moon in Gemini. New moons are about planting seeds, starting new manifestations for the next lunar cycle. New subjects are going to be coming up for you at this time. You may be wanting to take some small trips. There could be a remedy to a problem that comes up around this time. But it's going to be all about, that sort of thing. Okay, let's see. And on the 15th, we have Mercury, the Mercury retrograde shadow period. Okay, it does not happen until the end of the month. But the shadow period is when it's 2 weeks before the retrograde and 2 weeks after. So you could be starting to see some inklings of the retrograde coming up. So when Mercury goes in retrograde, that's all about redoing our communication and our thinking and all that sort of thing and our speaking. Yep, and new activities could be coming up at this time. So for me, with the shadow period with Mercury retrograde, and even though we're not in it yet, I am seeing it. So I do swipe text on my phone, and usually it comes up just fine. I don't have to go back and edit it. It's fine. But every time Mercury goes into retrograde, I cannot type what I need to say. It always comes up with like the weirdest words. So like that's a sign for me that, oh yeah, Mercury retrograde's coming. I don't know about you guys, but could be that. Let's see. So the 15th, we talked about that. Okay, so on the 19th, we have Chiron moving into Taurus. This has not happened for a very long time. And this transit is going until 2033. So that's 7 years, okay? Chiron was in Aries, okay? Aries is more about the individual, the fiery energy. The Taurus is all about material wealth, money, things on the earthly plane, things relating to your self-worth and self-esteem will be coming up at this time. This is also going to help open doorways to you dealing with these issues. So like if you have issues with money or your possessions or self-worth, self-esteem, this is going to help to heal you during this. Also, I will just say during this time, during this transit, there's going to be a couple things coming up. Okay, we're going to be seeing a lot of like people coming together and wanting to heal Mother Earth. A lot of environmental things coming up, like coming up with new inventions and ways to clean up the earth and keep it clean. A lot of beauty trends are going to be coming up because Taurus is the most materialistic sign. And I don't mean that in a bad way. They are just very Venusian. It's very Venusian energy, and Venusian energy is very about the physical. So beauty trends are going to be coming up. You're going to be questioning like, oh, do I look good? Like, should I revamp myself? And you're going to be questioning all that stuff. What else is coming up? Oh, stuff about Ozempic, the consequences of people taking Ozempic and GLP-1s. That's probably going to be coming up in the next 7 years. So just be aware of that. And then also during this time, the last time Chiron was in Taurus, the last 2 cycles. The last one was in the 80s. I believe it was like 77 to 84. There was a recession in 81. Okay. And the time before that was during the Great Depression. I could be wrong on the years, but something like 1926 to 31 or 24 to 31. And that obviously was during the Depression. Now we're already seeing some signs in the economy that we're kind of not headed toward a depression, but possibly a little bit of a recession. That remains to be seen. I really see that happening more next year, like the ball rolling on that. So just be aware of that happening, okay? And next on Sunday, the 21st, we have the summer solstice, which is when we have the longest light during the year if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you're experiencing the winter solstice, and that's the longest night of the year as far as like the longest dark. And that's going to be the start of summer. And this is going to spotlight your home and family because it takes place in the sign of Cancer. It's the first day of Cancer season. And it marks the beginning of summer. So it's very much about balance that day. Well, not balance, that's more the equinoxes, I should say. So it's more like the extreme, okay? So let's see. On the 25th to the 27th, hold on. Yeah, that's also Father's Day, the summer solstice, just so you know. So the 25th to the 27th, there's a lot of stuff happening. I am not an expert in astrology. I just kind of like, and am an amateur. I just want to let you guys know the energy that's going on. But there's a lot of things happening between the 25th and the 27th. Basically, all you need to know is it's a culmination of a lot of things happening in your life. You could be a little confused about some things. You have to make a choice and commit, okay, during the end of the month. So just remember, it's going to be easy in the beginning of the month, and the more we get towards the end of the month, things are going to start coming in and trickling in. But you just need to be focused and know what you want and go for it. Let's see. On the 28th, Mars moves into Gemini. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. It was in Taurus, I believe. So this is going to be, you're going to be very restless with people and communication and information. So people are going to be more assertive in their speech, maybe more aggressive in their speech. Arguments and debates can come up around this time. And also, there's something going on that day where if you want to take a risk, you need to be very careful because something bad could happen. Like, I need to get up on my roof and clean out the gutters. It's like, okay, well, you might just fall off the ladder that day. So just be very careful on that day if you guys are doing anything like risky, okay? Let's see, on the 29th, we have Mercury going into retrograde in Cancer, and that goes until July 23rd, and then after the 23rd, we have the 2 weeks of the shadow period, so that will go into the beginning of August. So this is all about, usually you don't buy technology during this time because it will break or it won't work. Do not buy things during this time that are hard to return. So like maybe like a car or something, because you're not going to be able to return it. It's going to be very difficult. But the retrograde, remember retrograde, R-E, it's like repeating, going back and revising. So everyone's like, oh my God, the retrograde. It's not always a bad thing, you guys. And if you were born during a retrograde, when that retrograde comes around, it's very easy for you. It's not going to be like crazy like for other people. So this is a really good time to slow down and redo things. If you want to go back and look at the last retrograde, it's like you're going to be redoing that thing that you were tackling during that time. So it's not always a bad thing, you guys. Just be aware during the retrograde. Communication could be a mismatch. You can sign contracts during this time. Just make sure you are double, triple checking every single thing. Okay, because there's usually going to be something in there that you didn't notice before, and it's going to fuck you over later. That day as well, on the 29th, we have a full moon in Capricorn. This marks, not in the astrological year, but our regular year that we keep track of time. We're halfway through the year at this point. So this is a really good moon to reassess where you're at with your goals for the year. Maybe replan or redo your goals and kind of pivot and turn. And this is definitely a time where they're like, this is it. I'm going to do this. Okay. Really, really good time. So that's the astrological overview of the month of June. I would like to next go into the numerological aspect of June. So 2026 is in numerological year 1. I've already gone through that in other videos. The 1 is like the leader, the beginning of a new cycle, all these new things. How do you get the year is you add up the numbers in the year. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. That's how you get the 1. And then you add the 1, the universal year number, to the month number. So June is the 6th month, 6 plus 1 is 7. The number 7, the themes for this month is going to be about introspection. It's going to be singularly focused on you. And it's all about spirituality. The number 7 is the seeker of knowledge, both spiritual, especially spiritual knowledge, but other knowledge as well. It's very spiritual, but it has its feet planted in reality. It's very grounded. So it's not just like airy-fairy. It's airy-fairy, but like with logic involved with it too. So you're going to be very introverted at this time. Even though this is Gemini season, you're very communicative. You want to get out with people. You're not going to want to feel like you want to do that, okay? You may not be as social at this time. People who write or who are authors, a lot of people end up writing their books in a month 7 because it's a time where you can kind of be alone and focus on yourself and really get that stuff out. So if you guys like to write or something, this is a really good time for it. You're going to be isolated. You're going to be going within for answers. So meditation at this time is really, really good. New subjects of study are going to be coming up. That also showed up in the astrological things, but numerologically speaking, new studies are going to be coming up. So like mystical, spiritual things. So like Reiki or energy healing, maybe acupuncture, tarot, herbalism, that sort of thing. That's going to be kind of like your jam and what you're going to be getting into. So you should know where you need to focus your energy at this time. And if you don't, you should be getting inklings and signs. Deep down, you know, and if you don't know, you need to go within and figure it out. If you're confused about this, go within. You need to have deep introspection. When you introspect deeply, you will get that clarity. Your focus is going to push you to grow internally, okay, at this time. Make sure you get grounded and get in touch with yourself at a soul level. Okay, that's what happens when you meditate. You are opening up your mind to receiving messages from your higher self, messages from your guides, angels, whoever. All right, so that is it for the overview of the month. Now we're going to go into the reading. Are you guys ready? You guys, okay, when I pull the cards, I just kind of put them away. I look at them real quick, and then we get into it together. Really good cards this month. Very, very cool, you guys. So I hope you're ready. So for your tarot card for the month of June, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is like one of the best cards in the deck. There's like a handful of cards that are really, really good. This is a really good one. So the number 9 is all about completion. It's about humanitarianism, universal love. The 9 is the ending, because from numerology, it's 1 to 9. So it's endings and beginnings, transitioning. The number 9 has the wisdom of old souls. I'm a life path 9, so I very much resonate with this. And then the suit of Pentacles is all about, going back to Taurus, is very much about the material world, earthly matters. In as far as time goes, the Pentacles is like the longest time. It's more months to years if you're measuring in time. This is all about wealth and resources, your career, property, your health, and your daily labors turning into your manifestations and getting what you want. So this card is all about your efforts being rewarded. This is like one of the reward cards. So this is all about success and achievement, being independent and being self-sufficient. Very leisure. In this card, this woman is in the regular Rider-Waite deck. It is a woman in a garden, a luxurious garden with this beautiful hawk on her hand, and like she's just like in the lap of luxury. It's almost like a rich person in their garden, right? So it's about leisure and material security. If this is happening in your love life, this is going to be you have very high standards for your partner, and it's a balance of your love and independence. So like being in that partnership, but also still having a sense of yourself. If this is happening in your career, this could be achievements in your career. Your hard work is paying off and you're being successful and people are seeing it and you're getting your flowers. And then if this is happening in the financial realm of your life, this is about financial abundance, possibly making big property purchases at this time, like big money purchases, like things that you can hold and have and like live in. And the affirmation for this tarot card is, I am safe and I deserve comfort, because you do. Look at that. Oh, so good for summer. A lot of the cards that I pulled today, it was very, very, very much like summery vibes. All right, so next for your soul lesson cards, there were 2 cards and they were next to each other and they both kind of wanted to come out. So we're going to go over both. The first one that came up, you guys, was loneliness. I know that I am never alone. If you guys knew how many people, I guess you could call them, are in the spiritual realm, like on your side and with you at all times, you should never feel alone. There's always people, entities, spirits, whatever you want to call them around you. Loneliness. So I have a feeling, because you guys are kind of introverting yourself with the month 7, you're going to be feeling lonely. And the other card that comes up is going to kind of like counterbalance the loneliness. So don't worry. So let's see what the card says. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Okay? You're never alone. You could feel lonely though. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in life, which is yourself. If solitude seems like an affliction, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Only then will you attract others who nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. Absolutely. If you don't do the inner work on yourself, you're going to be attracting, and please excuse the language, I don't know what other word to use, but like damaged people. I'm not saying they're damaged, but that's just the word that comes to mind. If you're unhealed, you're going to be attracting unhealed people to you. To create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. The pessimism of this physical dimension can affect your self-esteem if you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful. We all are valuable and meaningful, you guys. I don't give a fuck what people said to you. You are. Don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it is time to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. This goes in perfectly with the month 7, you guys, going within and figuring out your path and where you need to go and pivoting and going and doing that. As you sit in the silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teachers, and guides are with you. You are never alone. You are never alone. Even if your guides are quiet, that doesn't mean they're not there. Okay? Trust me. And the other card to counterbalance the loneliness, you guys, is friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, so a lot of you are going to be looking for friends, but you feel like you're lonely, like, oh, I'm not finding my vibe, my tribe. Go within, do some more inner work. And don't be afraid, put yourself out there, and those people will come to you, I promise. By the end of the summer, you're going to have like a new group of friends, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I love you guys so much. And you're not going to feel alone anymore. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together, you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give you advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. Isn't it? So you guys, good stuff is coming, okay? Don't worry. You may feel lonely now, but your tribe is coming. Your tribe is coming. And it's going to be so good. Okay, moving on. Oh my goodness, things are falling. Okay, you guys, this next card. I've never seen this card. It's very interesting. Strength. Look at that, strength. Very interesting. A lot going on with this card. So let's see. This card indicates a time where you need to tap into your reserve of strength and resilience. There may be things coming up in your life right now that require your courage and the willingness to be uncomfortable. Remember, you do not grow when you're comfortable. You grow when you're uncomfortable. Our ability to adjust to any transition, loss, or change will depend on our patience in riding out the storm. I will say, I didn't say this before, June is very much the energy of the calm before the storm. I will say that. Don't be afraid, though. It's not a storm you can't weather. Sometimes we have to do this without a map. Whatever is coming up for you right now, understand that it will pass, and you just need to believe that you can move through it, okay? Believe that you can do this. Other things that correlate with this card are the orca, like the killer whale, sycamore trees, if you guys are into trees and herbs and stuff, and labradorite. Okay, I have some labradorite. It's one of my favorites, you guys, like literally one of my favorites, and I have so many in my collection. This is one of them. Labradorite is the stone of the magician. It is a type of feldspar. It's hard to get the flash. I mean, that's just the angle of it. I have other pieces back there, but this is a blue. It comes in all different colors. This is mainly blue with some yellows. I have a really pretty purple one. But labradorite is the stone of magic, okay? In the tarot, it would represent like the magician card. This stone is reflective, but also refractive. It does that with the light, which is why it looks like it shines. It has its own term. It's called labradorescence. But very, very good if you're working on magic. Psychic abilities. This is amazing for psychic abilities, you guys, especially if you're clairvoyant. Very, very good. This is one of my first stones I started collecting. So if you like labradorite, this is a really good one. I'm really sorry I can't get the flash. You have to get at like the right angle to see all the flashing, but this is a good stone for that, you guys. All right. Moving on, we have the angel card for the month, and we have the angel of higher spiritual teaching, which is perfect with the month 7, because that's what that's about. So let's read it. I'll show you the card first. And it's blue, which is all about communication, the throat chakra. You have been chosen to do Spirit's work, to be a voice and a messenger. Today, smile brightly and open your heart to this gift. Remember always that with great power comes greater responsibility. Absolutely. You people out there who want your spiritual powers or your gifts activated, they may not be getting activated because you're not ready to wield that power yet, okay? You're not ready for the responsibility. Never force your messages. Know that Spirit will always bring the right people to you at the right time to hear them. Yes, yes, yes. Some people are like, oh, I need the sign. I need a huge sign. I need a billboard. No, sometimes it's just like hearing a conversation, a stranger's conversation, and like what they're saying applies to you. That could be a sign. You are now ready to go forward, so shine brightly. You guys are ready. A lot of you people feel like you're not ready to do what you came here to do. It is time. It's kind of like last call for the boat. You guys gonna miss the boat. Come on, like don't miss the ferry, guys. Like get on the boat before it's too late, because June is kind of like the last month for that. And as far as like everything going, all the energy culminating and stuff. So get on the boat. Don't miss it. It doesn't mean you're never going to go on the boat, but it's going to be like years before you get on the boat again. So take that chance, you guys. Higher spiritual teaching. So either you're learning from the teachers or you could be teaching at this time too. I have a feeling a lot of you, the student is now the teacher, but you're afraid. You don't believe in yourself, but you should believe in yourself because you're ready for it. All right, next. Angel number of the month. We have 333 support. We also have a triangle. We have some orange and yellow on here. This is all about your sacral and solar plexus, which is about creativity and like being confident and living your truth. And we have a triangle. As far as looking at the platonic solids, after the sphere, the next size or shape up is a triangle. And that is like besides the square, it is a very stable shape. That's why the pyramids are in that shape, right? Okay, so 333, and this came in the upright, which is really good. Express yourself, darling. This is a hug of encouragement and a resounding yes from the universe to keep going, to live your life exactly as you want to. Trusting your intuition and being your best, most confident self takes creativity and real, tangible efforts. Good thing you're blessed with an incredible reservoir of inner strength. Opportunities are attracted to ingenuity and courage. So this is all about self-expression and your creative potential, letting go of worry and anxiety. That's the yellow. That's living from your solar plexus right there and being confident. Grabbing opportunities with both hands. You are going to be getting opportunities coming up, so take them. Peace and happiness is ahead, and your affirmation is magic and miracles are coming my way, you guys. Comment down below if you've been seeing the number 333. Yesterday for me, I was seeing angel numbers like every freaking hour, so I was vibing high yesterday. So 333, I've never seen this card. This is really good. Threes, are all about like the one is like the father, the two is the mother, and the three is the child in numerology. And this is all about having that childlike energy, being joyful and creative and being yourself and expressing yourself, communication and being optimistic, having that energetic spark to bring your ideas to light and into the material world. Good stuff, you guys. I'm telling you, this is a really good month. Next, we have the crystal of the month, which goes along with the theme of what we just talked about. We have citrine, full of riches, some more yellow coming through. Perfect for summer solstice and just the vibe that's going on right now. So citrine is a type of quartz. Citrine has no patience for navel gazing and narcissism. There is a whole world out there, guiding your attention to the abundance around you. Tune outward, citrine reminds you, watching as you haltingly move your gaze from your own troubles to the tiny leaves unfurling on the oak tree's branches. So it's saying get out of yourself and look at the world around you. Citrine knows it can be tough to turn your ear to the whisper of crow's wings cutting the afternoon stillness when you're used to listening to your own internal monologues and self-deprecating harangues. Wow. Yeah, so you guys are talking crap about yourself. You need to stop that. But citrine is persistent in pushing you beyond yourself, nodding sagely as you slowly slip out of self-absorption and into the stillness of contentment. This world is full of riches, and in that abundance, you will find your joy. Look at that. Beautiful. Citrine is an amazing stone. Everyone should have citrine. This is all about money and abundance. Here's some citrine that I have. This is some light colored citrine. Doesn't come naturally like this. This is a double terminated point, which means the energy goes both ways. I have a couple. Citrine's kind of hard to find, like good, real citrine, not baked citrine, which is amethyst when they put it into an oven. I mean, to each their own. But I hate that. I hate the look of it. I hate the feel of it. And then they upmarket like crazy. Because people are fooled and they think it's real citrine when in reality it's amethyst. And amethyst is very cheap. And then they're like, oh, we're going to bake this amethyst and then like sell it at 10 times and call it citrine, which is like crazy. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. This is some Congo citrine. It's a little bit darker and it comes from the Congo, obviously. Citrine is so good. It's very much about your solar plexus, being confident, having some self-esteem, getting yourself out there, attracting money in abundance to you, all kinds of abundance, okay? So if you're manifesting money or opening a new business, this is really good. I like to pair this with green adventuring. This is really good for money stuff. If you're making a crystal grid for money, I would use citrine and green aventurine, jade, that sort of thing. So very good, you guys. And I love that citrine came up because it's just reminding me of like the summer solstice coming up and summery vibes. It's just like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Next, we have the spirit animal of the month. Once again, very summery. We have the peacock. Peacocks are so pretty. My husband's grandfather used to have peacock as a pet. And I was like, oh my God, can we get peacocks? Are they easy? Like, they're actually kind of hard to deal with. I was like, oh, damn it. Because I think they're so cool. Peacocks. This is all about inner beauty, compassion, and the assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It is easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or quote-unquote digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and of others. I know for me, I accept myself. Sometimes I have this problem with accepting others. Sometimes I'm very judgmental, and a lot of that is just how I was raised. I'm slowly unraveling that and getting better as the years go on. So that's just an example of that. So when this card is in balance, this is all about being confident and kind. When it's out of balance, it's when you can't digest situations or things that are going on around you and you're resisting. And to bring this into balance, it says to meditate on your navel. And your navel is going to be like your sacral chakra, which is your creativity. So, very interesting, you guys. Very interesting. So, are you harboring resentment, conflict, or past pain, or are you letting that stuff go? Because it's time to let that stuff go, so that you can be beautiful on the inside, and it will radiate outwards. Very much like how beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like some people can be physically, and don't take this the wrong way. Some people can be physically, like I wanted to say ugly, but maybe that's too mean. Like physically unattractive. But because they're so beautiful on the inside, that beauty radiates outwards. And that's why people are, oh my God, he or she is so attractive. Like I'm so like drawn to that person. And it's not necessarily their outer beauty, it's their inner beauty. It's their soul. It's their soul. So all right, next we have the Secret Language of Light card, which is transmissions from your soul. This is like what your soul is trying to tell you. We have Inward Revolution. This has been coming up a lot lately in the last couple months, where I've been telling you guys, you need to work on yourself, your inner work, and then the outer stuff will come. So let's see what it says. The way of your heart. You are always moving forward, even when you feel like you are going backwards. Your path, it's like one step forward, two steps back, right? Your path may seem to go up or down or inward or outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey, absolutely. Because on paper, in the 2D, it just looks like a spiral. But if we take that spiral and put it in the 3D, it looks more like a tornado shape, like a cone, right? And I've talked about the spiral in other readings. Like, so when you have an issue in your life, it starts at the bottom of the tornado, right? And you keep going around and around and around to the same point. But each point, as you move up the tornado shape, the circle gets longer, and it takes you longer to come back around. And if you're learning those lessons in different aspects of the lesson too, it's not just, oh, I learned this lesson. It's like, no, it could be different aspects of the lesson. So the more you learn, it might take longer for it to come back around, but when it comes back around again, it's going to be a different aspect of that problem until you kind of fix or overcome all aspects of the issue. And then when you get to the top of the spiral, you're out of the spiral, and then you've learned that lesson and you don't have to learn it again. That's kind of how that works. I hope I illustrated that good for you guys. Let's see, the spiral, it represents the cyclical adventure of your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. This is all about the number 7, going within this month and listening to what your soul has to tell you. It is a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. Yes, this is about shadow work, going down into hell, your personal version of hell, and dealing with your demons, conquering them, and then coming out of hell and coming back to the world and helping other people with their own personal hell. That's kind of how that works, right? You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. Yes, you are. And a lot of you feel like you're not deserving of it. I don't know why. That's obviously an issue that you need to tackle within yourself, which is why yellow and your solar plexus is coming up a lot. That's all about feeling confident in yourself. That's something you need to work on this month, okay? Getting out in the sunlight is going to help with that, okay? There's a meditation you can do. We're not going to go over that. Things that you can do to help with this, like action steps you can take, is walking a labyrinth as a conscious ritual for growth. That is very powerful. I know back in May there was like National Labyrinth Day. Fortunately, we don't have any of those around here, but doing that is a very meditative thing. A lot of people in England, in churches, they have like these weird spiral thing. It almost looks like a clover, but it is a labyrinth, and you're supposed to just walk it. And it's a very easy thing, but it's very much like it represents going within your mind and going in and out of the woods of your mind and dealing with it, and then coming out the other side with like a different perspective. That's kind of what this is talking about. Dancing and spinning spirals. Paint spirals, draw spirals, make spiral mosaics, use any media or medium to create spirals. And then if you want to do some journal work with this, draw. This is really good, you guys, even if you don't feel, this is good for anyone. Draw or write about 3 emotional or physical patterns that you have repeated in your life. Then draw or write about something new you learned about yourself with each revolution. I highly, highly recommend you guys do this journal prompt sometime this month. This is going to help you go within. For people who are like, why does this keep happening to me? Why do these people keep coming to me? I don't understand. Why? That exercise is going to help explain the why. Okay, remember, go within. You need to zoom out of your life because you're in your life, right? You need to zoom out and look at it from a different point of view and be like, oh, that's why that keeps coming up. Damn it. Okay, well, now I know. So let's work on it. Okay? So take it and run with it. Okay? Let's see. Raise Your Vibration Oracle deck for the month. It is okay to feel what you need to feel. I've never seen this card before. And it's funny because we're talking all about summer and it's like a fallish card. So let's see what it says. There's a lot of information out there that feeling a certain way can manifest blockages in life, but it's important for us to remember we are having a human experience. When we deny how we truly feel, we cast those emotions into our shadow space, and they still affect us, but we aren't conscious of it. They can create more trouble than we bargained for. This is talking about shadow work. Today, the universe is encouraging you to know that it is okay to feel whatever you need to feel. The only way to overcome feelings is by feeling them. I tell people that all the time. Stop shoving it down. You can shove it down if you want. You have that choice. But it's coming up for a reason. You might as well just deal with it. Okay? Because you're going to have to deal with it later, and you're probably not going to want to deal with it later. The only way to overcome feelings is by feeling them, so don't beat yourself up for feeling a certain way. Absolutely not. All feelings are valid. All feelings are valid. And just because you feel a certain way doesn't make it true. Feelings are just feelings. It's not always truth. Let it rise. Space it. Oh, instead, treat yourself kindly by finding a safe space to honestly express it. Let it rise to the surface and be released. So I recommend doing this with a safe person. And if you don't have a safe person, journal it. Journal it out. Then you can begin taking action steps to move toward how you want to feel. Getting out of that crappy feelings that you have and focusing on how you really want to feel in life. Know that the universe will send support along the way. Ask for help. Ask and you shall receive. Always, always, always ask for help, okay? Your quote to go along with this card, I let myself feel exactly what I need to feel. Okay, in my past, I've always been like, don't cry, hold it in. And now I'm very much like, I will randomly cry whenever. And sometimes I don't even know why. I just let it happen because it's like, you know what? I obviously am feeling a way. Even if I can't articulate it, it needs to come out. So let it out. Because remember, when you don't let emotions out in a constructive manner and you hold things in, that energy has to go somewhere, you guys. And it goes in your body. And depending on the issue that you're tackling or the emotions you're dealing with, it will go to certain parts of your body and affect you in different ways. Okay, that's how that works. So that's why I always tell people, like, don't shove it down, let it out, cry it out. If you need to sit there and cry for an hour, do it. I've done that at times where I just sat there and cried and I didn't know why I was crying. And I felt amazing. I didn't cry for another month. Like, your body's trying to tell you something. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. Let it out. Because if not, you're going to have to deal with it later down the road. And most people don't want to do that. So, all right, moving on to the end of our reading, we have some affirmation cards for you guys and some kind of like prompts and stuff to get you thinking. So let's see. This is Words of Wisdom deck. Let go of anger and move into acceptance. So I always like to tell people anger is an emotion, but I like to say that anger is a secondary emotion because there's always another emotion underneath the anger. And people are like, what? No way. And it's like, yeah, like think about it this way. A man gets angry because like someone's breaking into his house or about to threaten or hurt his family. And he gets very angry and upset because he's trying to protect his family. What's the underlying feeling of the anger? The underlying feeling would be fear. Fear or sadness or, of losing the family members, right? That's just an extreme example. So just think about it. It's like, I'm angry. It's like, okay, let's look at this deeper. Why is this making me angry? Usually it's sadness. Anger is the guardian to pain. Anger is the guardian of pain. A lot of people who get angry, when something unjust happens to them, they're putting that energy back out. They're being angry at other people. People who are more internally, they internalize that, and that can turn into depression. And that I'm one of those people. I internalize my anger and I hurt myself because I would never want to hurt someone else purposely. So I would rather hurt myself. That's not good for me because obviously I'm holding things in and then the energy is getting stuck in my body and then it's causing other problems. But usually men are more outward with their anger, and that's why men seem angry, because they're turning that emotion and putting it outwards. So you have to move into acceptance. You're so angry over something, but you just need to accept that it is what it is and move on and find the lesson. Finding the lesson in it is going to help you. But I feel like a lot of you at this stage, you're not ready to find that acceptance or the meaning behind the lesson. So just try to move into acceptance. Okay. And it's not saying that what they did was right. If someone did you dirty, that does not mean that they were right. Okay. It's just acceptance is more for you and not the other person. Same with forgiveness. It's not about the other person. It's about you. It's about taking care of you. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys can get over that, because anger, it's not a good emotion to have in your body. What did you learn from this connection? I feel like some of you either lost some friends recently, or maybe cut off some family members, or maybe broke up with someone. And you're like, why? I wasted all that time. I wasted all that energy. Whatever. When you have a moment, remember, try to see the lesson in it. What did you learn from this connection? Some people are in our life for years. Some people are in our life for a couple months. Some people are, they're there for a long time, then they're not. And that's hard to deal with because you think that person's going to be there forever. What did the connection teach you? This is going to help you to heal. It's like, okay, yeah, we had a good relationship or we had a bad relationship, but you know what? This person taught me to stop putting myself in the back seat, or it taught me to speak up. It taught me to not be a doormat, like whatever it is. What did you learn from the connection? Okay. Because like one of the cards said earlier, we all can learn things from other people. Okay. Friends, whoever. Your last card of Words of Wisdom. How are you being the best version of yourself? A lot of you right now, and I feel it too because I'm doing it as well, a lot of you are getting sucked back into old traps, old things that are holding you back, some old patterns, habits. So like smoking, maybe eating junk food. I feel like a lot of you are leaning back on it because you want to be comfortable, which is fine. But this is not you being the best version of yourself. What does the best version of yourself do? What does the dream version of you do? Like for me, like I like to work out every day. I don't always get there every day because I'm lazy. I have to be consistent or I'm lazy and then I get fat. That's what happens. I've yo-yoed my whole life. So unless I'm consistent with it, it doesn't work. So the best version of myself gets up every day and gets her ass to the gym, whether she freaking wants to or not. Some days I am not the best version of myself and I choose not to do that. Remember, what we do in our daily life, the little decisions we make every day creates a mountain of what your life is. So the best version of you, what do they do? What do they do on a daily basis? Kind of like look at millionaires. If you want to have a lot of money, what do millionaires do every day? And start doing more of what they do. A lot of millionaires get up early every day and get shit done. So how are you being the best version of yourself? And if you're not being the best version of yourself, what kind of steps can you take to get there? I know for me, it does not help to just completely do all new things. For me, what helps is to add in new things here and there until it becomes a habit. And then it's like, okay, I've conquered that. Let's go on to the next thing. Instead of, okay, let's do 20 new things at once. Because none of those things are going to stick. At least with me, I know that's not going to stick. So I like to do little by little because everyone's like, oh, how did you heal yourself? How did you do this? It's like, it was slowly and then all at once. I changed my daily actions and just kept building upon it. Kind of like building a pyramid. You build the base and you next layer. Kind of like that. So be the best version of yourself. Okay. What does that person do that's different from what you're doing? And then change it. All right, last two cards. Let's see. Affirmation. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Okay? If you are in a space that you can offer it to them, remember, don't give from an empty cup. You cannot fill someone else's cup if your cup is not full itself. Someone is in need of your help. I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be a younger person, like a child of yours or a niece or a nephew or a grandchild, something like that. Or maybe like your friend's kid, something like that. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a man. A man who doesn't like to talk about his feelings and would rather suffer in silence. Go reach out to your friend, okay? When I'm speaking this, whoever popped into your mind, that's that person. They're in need of your love, offer it to them, whether they want it or not. I feel like a lot of them are going to be like, no, I'm fine. Get away from me. Nah, nah, nah. Okay? Break through that barrier because they need you. They need you at this time. I don't want to scare any of you guys, but I have a feeling some of these people who need you are in not a mental health crisis, but to them it feels like a mental health crisis. It's nothing that they can't get over, but they're struggling right now, and that's why they need you. They need your light. They need you to help them. So please, please, please reach out to your people. Seriously, whoever's coming up in your head for you is who you need to do it, and just go. And if you're not getting anything now, halfway through the month, that person is going to come up in your mind. Please, please, please check on them. Take them out. Go do something fun for the day. Get them out of their normal routine. Get them out of their, I want to say dungeon. Not that they live in a dungeon, but like wherever they are, they're stuck. And it's because everything looks this, you need to get them into a different environment. They need to experience something new. So take your friend out and go do something completely different. Go do something fun, okay? Help them out. And the last card, which I love, is believe. Believe, you guys. You are being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. This is going back to your confidence in the solar plexus and the yellow and getting out there and believing in yourself. It is time for that idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so that others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. You need to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. You would not have this dream for so long if it wasn't achievable, if you weren't supposed to do it. I know I am struggling with this right now. I definitely have like imposter syndrome sometimes, where I'm just like, what am I doing? Am I crazy? Like, what the, whatever. Have belief, okay? Believe in the impossible, and the impossible will happen. We are so powerful. Our beliefs make things happen. That's how powerful we are. Like, if you believe for instance, say you get a cancer diagnosis and the doctor's like, you have 4 months to live. If you believe you're gonna friggin' beat the cancer and you're like, fuck this, I don't fucking care what you just said. I am not gonna live 4 months. I'm gonna live longer than that. If you truly believe that, you will outlive their, death sentence that they gave you. That's how strong our belief is. But it can go the other way too. If you believe you're a piece of shit who is depressed and angry and doesn't deserve happiness or love, that's how you're going to feel. That's going to be your reality. We create our reality, right? Perception is reality. So believe that you can change your perspective. Believe that you can change anything in your life, and you can. It starts with the belief, right? Everything in this world starts in the mind. Everything that was invented started in someone's mind, right? And then they made it into the physical. So take your beliefs, adjust them, change them, and then take the action steps to make it a reality, okay? There's a lot of you that are holding and waiting. I see like the old-fashioned horse races where like all the horses would be behind the gate and then they drop the gate and the race starts. And I feel like the race has already started, but you guys are just like, I'm not ready yet, because you don't believe in it, okay? The race has already started. I'm not saying you're behind. Or that you're not going to win or you're not going to get what you want. The race has already started. Believe in yourself. There's people out there who need what you have to offer. I don't care how weird it is. If people in your life don't believe you, if no one supports you, it doesn't matter. We are all here for our individual life journey, and that is part of your life journey. And it's probably part of your soul calling and what you're here to do and to help other people. There's so many people out there who need your help. People, places, the earth, animals, whoever. It's not everyone works with people. But whatever you're here to do, it's time to shine bright. It's time to step into that confidence and do it. Okay? Going back to earlier in the month with Uranus squaring the North and South Node, you're going to be at that place where it's like, okay, you're going to miss the ferry. We're going to go do this new thing that you're supposed to do. We're going to stay in the old world and do the old thing and putt around. And then you're not going to be happy because you're not doing what you came here to do. Okay, you guys, so this is really good. I feel good energy for you guys. I just feel you're more nervous. And it's not just like, oh, I really can't do it. No, you can do it. You're second guessing yourself. Okay. And that's why you need to go within, get rid of that nervous, jittery, egoic voice, and go within and listen to your soul's voice. Be like, girl or boy, you made it all the way up to this point in your life. This is the point where it gets good. This is where you get to write your own chapter and do your own thing and do what you came here to do. This is so fun. But you could be nervous because it's like, oh, well, I'm leaving the old behind and I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so much better than you thought. You can't even imagine how good it's going to be because it's going to be like 100 times better than what you already picture it to be. Okay? So this month, go within. Go within. The first couple weeks of the month is really, really great energy. Get shit done. Get shit done because it's going to be very easy. Towards the end of the month, we're going into Mercury retrograde. Keep that in mind. Things are going to start getting a little saucy, spicy. Like right now, the water, like if you look at the ocean, it's glass. And as we get through the month, the waves are going to start getting a little bit rougher. And like I said, the beginning of July is going to be a little explosive. We'll talk about that later in the month. But yeah. That was your energetic reading for June. I hope it was very helpful for you guys. Let's see. Next Friday, I will be doing my free healing and reading for the month of June. So if you'd like to join me, please do. I would love that. And then on the 14th, I'll be doing a new moon reading. And then at the end of the month, on the 29th, I'll be doing a full moon reading for you guys. And then I'll be sprinkling in other videos here and there. And hopefully in the next couple weeks, I will be open officially and I will start being able to take clients and stuff. There's just a lot going on in the background, but you guys don't need to know about that. But things are going. I'm starting to get going. I hope you guys are starting to get going on what you need to do. Very good month, you guys. Summer's about to be here. It's beautiful out. Take advantage of it. Remember, be that childlike energy, okay? Spend some time with kids to tap into that energy if you're like a boring old adult that can't get in touch with your inner child, okay? Go be around kids, okay? Good stuff. So I love you guys. I'm sending you peace, love, light, and healing. And until next time, I am Erin with Energy with Erin, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.